Hi, my name is Kwes, and this is my review of Jurassic World. Now, Jurassic World is the fourth installment of the Jurassic series, I guess Jurassic Park series of films started by Steven Spielberg. This one in particular is directed by Colin Trevorrow and stars Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt, as well as Vincent D'Onofrio and Ty Simpkins. Now, I mean, this is a Jurassic World movie. It actually feels like a Jurassic Park movie. So you very much know what's gonna happen. You know, people come to this park, which has been open for a while now. You know, like us. In the first few Jurassic Park movies, I don't think the park was, strictly speaking, open for business. But in this one, it is, and it has been for a while. But you know that some shit's gonna go down. You know that like people are gonna get eaten by dinosaurs, and you're gonna have a good time watching it in some weird, sadistic way. Which makes me wonder at this point, why are these things still open in this movie world? Who is still going to these things? Like, I personally, like, I one time in my neighborhood growing up, there was a dog that bit people, and me and my brother stopped walking by that house, right? If there's a whole park of dinosaurs and people consistently get eaten, why are you still going? I don't understand this. I'm very confused. Lord help me. Okay, but that aside, it is a very entertaining movie. It's a summer blockbuster. It's a popcorn flick. You go there, with your friends, and you just, fill your face and watch people get chewed to bits. I really like Chris Pratt's performance in this movie. He's not what you would call a standard character. He's more like the Han Solo-esque type, or the Judge Dredd type of character, where he's not really playing a character. There's no sort of arc for him. He is who he is, to borrow the words of Mark Bernard, and he starts off as a badass and he ends up in the movie as, the movie ends and he's still a badass. But it really worked for the way that he was played. He wasn't so much playing Star-Lord in this movie. He was his own character. He was a more serious, he had a few joking moments here and there. He was the more sort of serious character without being dramatically serious, if you know what I'm trying to say.
And he's hot.
Okay, so my producer has insisted that I say that Chris Pratt is hot. I mean, look, yes, is he a good-looking guy? Yes. I mean, that's not my cup of tea. I'm more into women. But, yeah, if you're into hot white dudes, this movie is for you. Bryce Dallas Howard is also really good. Her character is I guess the polar opposite of Chris Pratt's, whereas she's very sort of, for lack of a better word, linear and straightforward, and she likes things done in an orderly fashion. And I guess they have this sort of butting of heads, I guess you could say, and it does actually add well to their chemistry. I do buy them in the way that they're presented to us by the director. Vincent D'Onofrio is I mean, what can you say about Vincent D'Onofrio? He is Vincent D'Onofrio. He shows up, he does a good job, great job in most cases, and then he goes home, I guess. Is he as good as he is in Daredevil? That's not, no. I mean, he was fantastic in Daredevil, so. But, I mean, he doesn't really have that much to do. He's in this movie for, I'd say maybe, 20 minutes? Maybe more? I did like the way that there was a blend of CG and animatronics. That really did work out well, because in, like, the previous, I want to say, 2 Jurassic movies, there have been discrepancies, let's call them, with the amount of, like, heavy CG that you see, like, with the dinosaurs, and it doesn't necessarily, those didn't convince. Whereas this, I found it to be very convincing. I never stopped for a second. I was like, is it a predictable movie? A little bit, because like the main character's gonna live. Spoiler. That like, the dinosaurs are gonna get loose. That people are gonna get eaten. But it's still very enjoyable. Minus one, I promise. It's not even going to ruin the movie for you. There is a moment in this film, though, where one character has to fly a helicopter, and one of the female characters is like, "But why don't we find someone else to do it?" And he's like, "We don't need anyone else." I was like, "That guy's gonna die." It was so telegraphed, like the way he said it. You know what I'm talking about. Sorry, let's try and be remotely professional here. So there's a moment in this film which kind of triggered me a little bit. Like, it took me back to Jurassic Park 1, where the black guy dies horribly. And you're thinking, like, this is a minor spoiler, but you're like, there's this moment, and you're thinking that this dude, this poor black dude, who just came here to earn a living, right? Came here to work in this park to help out some people, right? And you're thinking that within seconds he is going to be picked apart and ripped to shreds, but luckily he doesn't. So I want to just say a personal thank you to Colin Trevorrow. Thank you, Colin. May I call you Colin? Thank you, Mr. Trevorrow, for not killing the black guy in like the most gruesome way possible. You're a good one. Jurassic World has good CGI, good animatronics, good acting, good action, and it's a fun time. You should definitely go see it. If you like this review, feel free to comment, subscribe, share, or you don't have to. It'd be cool if you did. If you don't, I'm pretty sure I won't die tomorrow, so that's fine. And yeah, if you want to hit me up on social media, down below is where you'll find my social media info. So feel free to hit me up and talk about any of the movies that you've seen that you want me to review. If you want to talk about things that I reviewed, things that you don't agree with, things that you do agree with, hit me up. Let me know. Let's talk. I'm available. So yeah, bye.